I'm 22 and I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm about to finish 2 bachelors. I've worked so many jobs. I've invented so many different versions of myself and I'm still lost. It feels like I'm caught in a cacophony of voices and they're all telling me different things. Do this, do that, be this, be that. None of it helps because none of it feels real. So I'm New Zealand. I'm on a mission to gather as much real advice from people as I can. What helped them? What they wish someone had told them at 22. Life lessons, advice, anything. And hopefully I figure out a little bit about myself along the way. Hello, so day 1 of New Zealand. We went to the glowworm caves. We unfortunately couldn't film anything there because glowworms needed to be protected, but we did get some footage of round and abouts. I was an absolute zombie. I was so tired. So we didn't do a lot of filming then. We were driving down the coast and we went to Three Sisters Elephant Rock, which was absolutely gorgeous. I was a little bit bummed because the weather wasn't the best, so we couldn't go on the beach and go with them, but we did get a really pretty view. I've always really wanted to travel, but I have crippling anxiety. And the idea of traveling internationally has always scared me a little bit, but it's always been something that I really wanted to do. But New Zealand feels like a comfortable step outside my comfort zone because it's not too far away if something goes wrong, because it's international while still feeling comfortable enough. We're on our way to Wanganui for breakfast before we go on a hike. And there's so many cows. I ended up with cows here. And we just saw one and they had a little tent and they were hiding from the rain in that tent. And it was so cute. I really like having unique memories. Photos and videos are amazing. I mean, I love this video that I'm filming as well. But it's everyone, when they travel, they take photos, they take videos, and they go away in a box or on a file, on a folder somewhere, and they never see them again. I think this book is a really good way for me to get memories in a unique way that I can look back on. I think it also is almost like a form of mindfulness that I struggle with quite a bit. So having a book where I take the time at the end of each day to put it together and think about what I actually valued on each day, what I enjoyed, taking those memories is really good, and I think I really, really enjoy that. It's definitely not spooky at all. Should I count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12. 13. Are we there yet? Quick breather. Come back. Okay. We are just finished up at Wanganui, got some beautiful views, and we're off to some kind of falls. We're off on a road trip to some falls, so hopefully do a hike, but if you guys can't see, it's a little bit rainy outside, so hopefully the rain stops. Yeah, we got, what is it, an hour and a half? An hour, I think, to a hike, and then hopefully we'll do a hike there. More cows in the meantime. And that's what we call in the business a waterfall. Because this might blow your mind a little bit, but there's water and it falls. In case you didn't know that. Is it burned in the road? Oh, it's pretty. So at the Glowworm Cave yesterday, I got a lot of goodies, and one is this. This is my son, and he's so soft. He's so soft. And I found out he's made from baby alpaca. So a baby alpaca died so I could have this, and I feel kind of bad, but also like he's really kind of cute. He's so cute. It's pretty. I think it's really pretty. I can't really get any life advice from anyone here. Hey ducks, what's your life advice? You know, I think they make a very valid point. So I think one thing that I've always struggled with is the need to keep busy all of the time, every time. Throughout primary school, high school, I had so many different hobbies. I barely had a second to myself. So coming on trips like this is really interesting because I basically have to do nothing. Like I get to these beautiful, beautiful places and I don't have a to-do list. I don't have anything I need to do. I literally can just sit there and be. And that's very different for me. And I am struggling with it, but it's something that I'm trying to learn how to do because it is something that I want to improve on. Hopefully this trip's something that's going to help me with that because moments like these are really beautiful and I want to have more of them. So we are now an hour and 20 minutes from Rotorua. We just finished at gorgeous, gorgeous lake. We've still got it on the side here. Like a bay lake area. Played around in the water for a little bit. It was too cold to swim, but splashed around. There was this gorgeous black swan that was coming up to us and it was so pretty, but I felt like it was maybe trying to intimidate me out of the water or something. I don't know, but on the way to Rotorua. We made it to Rotorua, we survived. It definitely has a certain je ne sais quoi to it. And we are off to the Redwood Forest Night Walk. So we'll see you there. My child is still here. So cute. They're just staring at me. So we're at the kiwi hatchery, which has sheep. I'm so excited. It looks cute and there's little sheep everywhere. They're so cute. Look. Kiwis. I'm gonna see if we can add on a sheep experience as well because the sheep thing would be pretty cool if we could do that. Before we get to see the kiwis. I'm so excited. It's also freezing. I am freezing my butt off, but they're so gorgeous. The little sheep are so cute. And I want to see the kiwis. So we just finished at the kiwi hatchery and I actually managed to get quite a bit of life advice. I think they're pretty good. It was also very wholesome. Everyone was very sweet. The kiwis were absolutely adorable. We couldn't, unfortunately, oh, bye-bye farm. Bye-bye farm. We couldn't take photos in the kiwi thing because they're very sensitive to the light. But that's okay. I'm actually really glad that they were like looking after the kiwis. I did do a donation to keep looking after the kiwis because I think conservation is really important. And that's one thing that's been really cool while I've been here is I feel like they're actually, like, even though there's touristy things, they're still looking after the environment. Like the redwood forest didn't actually damage the trees. The kiwi hatchery, they put the kiwis first, which I really love. Anyways, it was super, super cute and got good advice. We're off to Hell's Gate, which is some geothermal springs. I'm a little bit scared because apparently it's really stinky. But I put my hair up in cute little buns so that it will hopefully not get super stinky and covered in mud. The rest of me will get covered in mud because we are going in the mud pool. But hopefully it'll be cool and we'll get a few more videos and it'll be really cute and aesthetic. And that was a horse. I just saw a horse go by. Fair enough. I'm looking forward to seeing all the steam and the geothermals, bubbles, thermal, mist, fog, whatever the word is. The aerified liquid. That. So we're at the geothermal springs and I got a really good piece of advice from one of the men I met at the Kiwi hatchery this morning. And it's slow down and appreciate every moment. Life is precious and fleeting. Our place in the world is temporary but beautiful. You're not just moving on, you're moving with intention. Keyword intention. Do everything with love and make sure you protect your peace. Love who you are because you are uniquely you. Slow down and appreciate every moment. Life is precious and fleeting. Our place in this world is temporary but beautiful. I think it's gotten harder and harder to be yourself. A lot of people always try to be the next it girl, the next this, the next that. And so much of the time things can get dismissed as, oh, that's too cringe. Why are you doing that? That's cringe. I personally hate the cringe label because so many things get dismissed as that. So being able to just be you and be okay with being unique, and it's okay if you like to bake and you also like to rock climb. It's okay if you like to create content and study complex maths. It's okay if you like to do things that don't normally align or seem like they're at odds with each other, because that is unique and that's what makes you special. At Mitai Maori Village Experience, and we're currently on the bushwalk going through, and it is so pretty. It's actually really pretty and stunning. Like, the water is so clear. And we just walked past the hungi because they do a buffet dinner, and we're doing a little bushwalk, and then there's a welcome experience, and we get to have a look at some of the warrior kayak canoes as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be very cool.
Much better. Kelda, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Aotearoa, New Zealand. Welcome to the Whānau, and welcome to the Mitai Maori Village. Now, folks, we no longer live, we no longer dress like this. We live in today's day and age, and we enjoy many things of this modern world we all live in. Many things, such as electricity, cars, heaters, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We enjoy it all.
And we're at the buried village at the moment, I think it is. And they were telling us about how these buried houses were to protect the women and children, because you could only get into them if you crawled, which I imagine would make it a lot easier to stab intruders, because if they were crawling, they wouldn't be able to protect themselves. This place is so pretty. It genuinely feels like a fantasy world. Like, I've never been in a cute little forest like this. My aunt always told me that sometimes when you're traveling, all you need to do is just turn left. What she means by that is, when we were overseas, just going down a separate street or going up a set of stairs or going somewhere else, you find the most beautiful places, because a lot of people don't go that way. And I think this is a perfect example of that, because this is not something I had on my list to look at. This is not something I thought I would find. It's not listed anywhere, but I found a path and I went down it, and I find this gorgeous area. I'm so glad that we stopped, because it was the cutest It was actually the cutest little blueberry farm ever. I got these little, if you're under 18 or 21, look away. I got these gorgeous things. They're like liqueurs of gooseberry and blueberry and golden kiwi fruit. And we tried the blueberry juice and the gooseberry juice, and it was so good. And they also had, which was the crazy thing, they had muffin, gluten-free blueberry muffins. I'm in heaven. It smells so good. Highly recommend Mamaku Blueberry Farm. Mamaku Blue, that's what it's called, Mamaku Blue. Aha koe he iti he punamu tonu. Although it may be small, it can still be a treasure. That might be one of my favorite quotes that I've come across. It came from a guy that we met at Hell's Gate. He was so happy and so sweet and so enthusiastic. Everyone's been really sweet and really receptive, and I love that quote. I really like it. Although it may be small, it can still be a treasure. So we're currently at the Blue Springs in wherever the Blue Springs are, in the middle of New Zealand, North Island somewhere. It's absolutely beautiful. I wish I could swim in it. I understand why I can't, because I know it's one of those things that if people could swim in it, it wouldn't be as beautiful as it is, which is really sad, but absolutely gorgeous. And we do have some new quotes. We went to Redwood's Day tree walk today, and we got, oh, there's a duck in the water just floating by. It's so cute. Be happy with what you've got, and what you've got will make you happy. And we have another one here as well from the Blueberry Farm. I love that Blueberry Farm. The Blueberry Farm is so pretty. Work at what your strengths are. Don't worry about being a jack of all trades. You can just focus on what you're good at. Which I think is really good, because I mean, I struggle with trying to pick up so many different skills. Sometimes you just go stick with your strengths. We are at Hobbiton, and I'm elvish, medieval. I think I look stunning. This is literally the entire reason for this trip. I was joking about going on a trip and found out that Hobbiton books out like 4 months in advance, and realized that the Hobbiton dinner that I wanted to do was about to book out. And I booked this dinner experience with no hotels, accommodation, flights, anything booked. So this is the piece de resistance of this trip. There's the party tree. That's the party tree. And right over there, you can see the green dragon, which is where we're gonna have our dinner banquet in a short little while. I'm excited. About to go inside a hobbit hole. Apparently it's really hot, but it's not a stinky, dirty, wet hole with worms. We're inside the hobbit hole. Hi. Found the kitchen. Oh my god, look. All the herbs and spices. That's cool. Dining table? Live life by going with the flow, with anticipation and with love. We're going on a little adventure first just because, just listen. Did you know that the sheep used in Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings did not actually come from the sheep farm, because they decided that the sheep on the sheep farm look too modern. I don't know what that means. Also, there's geese that will kill you. No, not geese, swans that will kill you if you go in the pond. Don't go in the pond. We're at the Green Dragon Inn. We're pretty drinks before our dinner. Apple cider. Ooh, it's nice. It's actually very apple-y. I'm impressed by the amount of appleness that it is. Also, just this place is so cute.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What hobbit feast would be complete
If you didn't have some mushrooms to go alongside it as well, gravy and salad dressing.
It's actually so cute though. You get your little lantern and we go on a little nighttime tour. There was a worm doing the worm on the path. And there was also a snail and a slug. The slug was gross. We got to see a really cute, not a donkey, a deer. The deer kept eating my stuff. It was very rude of it. It kept like trying to eat my shoelace. One of my shoelaces is still green, I'm pretty sure. We went to Mount Maunganui. Got really nice brunch there. It literally just felt like the sunny coast in Queensland, in Australia. It was pretty. Bird garden place along a road that we saw a sign and was like, let's go there. Oh, I like the guy with the little, he's got funky shoes. I think it's the Kitai Bird Gardens. It's actually really pretty. It's really peaceful. We're on our way to Cathedral Cove. This is another 2.5 hours, I think, now to Cathedral Cove. We found this along the way. We went to Hobbiton last night. It was so good. So we did the night dinner banquet experience, which was a little bit pricey, but oh my god, it was so worth it. We did a daytime tour, and then we got a drink included in our ticket, so we got to have some like ale that they only sell there. They got it specially brewed for there. And we had the dinner feast, which was so good. Oh my god, the food was delicious. The lamb shanks, oh my god. The lamb shanks, you know? Actually, the stew. Peacock went, wow. Peacock. Look at them all. His name is Gary, and he really likes food, and he's kind of gorgeous. The goose swan thing just hissed at me. I fed it and I thought we were friends, and then I went to continue along the path and it hissed like a snake, because the guy at Hobbiton yesterday actually said that if you hear honking, you're a bit too close to the geese, the swans, and if you hear hissing, you should run the other direction. So as soon as I heard that hissing, it was immediately no. They're so cute. Oh, burbs. Calm down. You're a greedy little guy, aren't you? You really want your food, hey? Last little bit. It feels so cool. His name was Gary. He ate pellets out of my hand. It felt really cool. It was like kind of soothing. Scuba diving at the Poor Knights Islands, and I got like 0 footage because I wasn't brave enough to bring this camera on the boat, and then I proceeded to put my phone in my bag and not touch it. But it was absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Like, I can't explain how pretty it was. So we woke up bright and early at 5 a.m. and started the drive up to Tutikaka, which is where we had our boat take off from. Apparently the drive was really, really pretty. I would not know because I was passed out in the passenger seat. But we arrived up there and they took us out on the boat over to Poor Night, which is a beautiful nature reserve. I did freeze a little bit. I'm very much used to Australia's tropical waters instead of New Zealand's temperate waters. I was so cold and slightly discombobulated because I was so cold, but it was absolutely worth it. It was so pretty. It's a cow, guys. I found a cow. How cute is it? I want to take him home. That's cute. I did get some quotes from some of the other divers on the boat. Do what makes you happy as long as you're not hurting anyone. If someone doesn't like it, bugger them. I think I should take that one on because I am an avid people pleaser and it's definitely created some issues for me in the past. And also, never be afraid to be the truest version of yourself. So we made it to Auckland. Yay! We left a bag 2.5 hours away at a restaurant that closes in 3 hours. So now we're driving 2.5 hours to pick up the bag. Wish us luck! So we drove all the way back up to Tutukaka. It was certainly a drive filled with stress and anxiety. It was so relaxed. And then we managed to get the bag, and the owner of the restaurant who had the bag actually left us with a quote that maybe is a little bit of a personal attack. Take care of the small details. I got a free drinky. We're at the Westfield in Newmarket, Auckland, and they were just giving out free drinks. So, you want to try? Shopping. I forgot to bring my cash to pay for my scuba yesterday, so I now have 400 extra NZD to spend in 48 hours. We found a place that had bingsu, which is like a shaved ice dessert thing. Had it in Melbourne, absolutely great, highly recommend. But we found one, and because I'm white, I don't like certain flavors. I like my bingsu to have like fruit on it. As much as I want to like matcha or red bean or soybean, I just can't. We found a bingsu place. It's coconut flavour. There was a mango and taro one, which I was eyeing off, but we went with coconut because I think coconut will be good. I'm excited. It'll be yummy. I found an arcade. I found this thing. Isn't it great? Apparently Trump's gonna tell me my truth. Let's go. Let's do it. For the low price of $2.20. He's talking about Kamala.
This isn't fake news. America is #1 again.
This isn't great news. America's #1 again? Did I get a Swiss? Are you supposed to get a card? We're at the aquarium. I like the aquarium. So there's a few different things that make us very different to apes. Apes don't imitate, they emulate, whereas humans imitate. So I give a kid a box, and to open the box you just open the latch. But if I wave a stick around and bang it a few times and do it, the kid will do those same redundant actions. That's what we call imitation. They will over-imitate and do redundant things. That's something that's uniquely human. Well, somewhat uniquely human. Some animals do it, very few animals do it. Fun fact about penguins. They actually stink like all hell. I can actually smell them through this glass. They stink that badly. They almost stink as badly as my ex. I learned a lot. Can't wait for the next one.